Buddy, it's Sunday morning and we are gonna make a delicious breakfast for the whole family. Just about anybody can make chilaquiles. Very, very difficult to mess up. And you have lots of options. And you don't probably need to get too much from the store, maybe one or two things and spend under $10. It's a great meal, really, really fun and very, very delicious. So here we go with chilaquiles. Okay, here are our ingredients. I've got tortillas here. I've just used the leftover tortillas that we had from enchiladas the other night. These are corn tortillas. Much better with corn tortillas. Here's our oil. We're not gonna use all that oil. This is a salsa roja. You can also make chilaquiles with a salsa verde. You can make it homemade. It takes a little bit longer. This is kind of a cheat. I took a can of enchilada sauce and I added a few things to it to taste a little bit better. Just keep that in the fridge. You can use a little bit of broth. And then your options here are cotija cheese, if you like it a little bit tangier. I like that. You can also just use some good old quesadilla melting cheese. That's really good there. I like eggs in mine. The sour cream is a must for us, optional. Nice pico de gallo for some salsa, or something a little bit spicier if you want to top it with some salsa roja. You can also use chicken. You can not use eggs. There's all kinds of options when it comes to chilaquiles. Okay, so I've just cut up these tortillas. What I'm looking for is like bite size. You don't really want to make a full chip. You want kind of a bite size slice of tortilla. And then I'm gonna fry these up next. So let's go fry them up. Okay, careful, careful, careful with this part. This is where you can get yourself in trouble. I've got a hot pan. I've got some oil. I'm gonna put about 1/3 of a cup, maybe a little bit more, just so I have plenty of surface area. And this is what I'm gonna use to fry up those tortillas. How do I know if the oil is hot enough without sticking my finger in there and burning it off? There's a really simple trick, but you gotta be careful about this, okay? I'm gonna take some water and just barely dip my finger, like a drop of water. That's all I want. I'm gonna toss it in there. Oh, that's hot enough. We're ready to go. Let's get these tortillas in there. And we're gonna use the cutting board and just load them up. And then I'm gonna take some up. Gentle, you don't want them to get all smashed. Tortillas are frying. I'm also gonna be reducing that salsa roja. Again, you can use salsa verde, you can use salsa roja. Doesn't really matter, but I've got it on a stovetop right now. It's getting warm. I'm gonna put a little bit of chicken broth in there too, just to even it out, and then I'm gonna let that kind of simmer down over the next. So I've got some time while everything is cooking. The tortillas are frying and the salsa is reducing. I'm just sort of watching those every couple minutes, which means I've got some time. What do I do with time on my hands? Clean up the kitchen, because the only thing better than a delicious breakfast is a delicious breakfast that you don't have a ton of cleanup afterwards. So clean as you can. So these are just about done. We're looking for kind of a golden brown on the tortillas. You're basically making a little tortilla chip. And if you want to skip this step, you can actually buy tortilla chips. Just make sure you get the good ones, like the really good golden crispy ones, if you're gonna do chilaquiles, because if you just get like Tostitos, no bueno. Okay, let's take these out. I like to use like this kind of slotted spoon, shake it. It can be messy, don't drag it all over the fridge. Put it on a paper towel, give it a chance to drain. Okay, so I'm done frying up the tortillas, nice golden brown. I've moved them to a different pan, which is a little bit of oil, and now all I want to do is just put that sauce on top of them, very gently mix, mix, mix. I don't want to turn this into mush, so I want to just go like that. And mix. So the final touch on a perfect plate of chilaquiles is just a little bit of crema mexicana. You can use sour cream. It's kind of the same thing. This is a little bit more of a tart, just a little bit there on the side. And then you can also dress it with salsa, pico de gallo, salsa picante, whatever your taste is. There it is. Have a great breakfast. Have a great week.